So do you want to make good latte art like this using your Breville, Sage, DeLonghi or Bambino home espresso machine? Most home baristas struggle with making good latte art because of poor milk texture. Every time you steam your milk, you end up with too much froth on top, which makes it impossible for you to make any latte art on your cup of coffee. And I know that you have watched countless tutorials about milk steaming, but each time you try implementing it on your basic home espresso machine, you are failing. It's not that those tutorials don't work, but the espresso machine you're using is totally different. Most of the tutorials you're watching are being made using a professional barista espresso machine or the advanced home espresso machines, which have a lot of steam pressure compared to your basic home espresso machine, just like this. This difference in pressure is what causes the difference in the time of steaming. Imagine you're steaming your milk using your basic home espresso machine like this Sage. It's going to take you 30 seconds to 1 minute to perfectly steam your milk. Whereas if I'm using a professional barista espresso machine, steaming the same quantity of milk, it's going to take me only 5 to 10 seconds. This difference in time of steaming is because of the amount of pressure. So low pressure, a long time, and high pressure, it takes you a short time. And this is why if you try getting a technique which is designed for a professional barista espresso machine with a high pressure and try implementing it on your basic home espresso machine, you end up failing because the time doesn't match. You'll end up being confused, or you end up adding in too much air. You don't know what to do. And this is why I would like to share with you each and everything that I've learned about steaming milk using your basic home espresso machine in the easiest way possible. No complication, just a simple technique that you're going to need to start implementing from now on so that you can be able to perfectly texture your milk and even be able to make a good latte art. Without a well-textured milk, it's going to be impossible for you to make any good latte art on your cup of coffee. So let's start by choosing the right milk. With me here, I'm using the full cream milk, which is the perfect milk for beginners. But if you're lactose intolerant, then I would recommend for you to look for plant-based milks which are designed for coffee. I have some recommendations which I'll link in the description. Check them out. These are the milks that you're going to start with. Then after having your milk, then you need to determine the cup that you're going to be using and even the jug. The jug should be in proportion to the size of cup. And for you to know if you're using the right jug, this is what I do. I add my milk into my cup. Then I transfer it into my jug. When I transfer it into my jug, it should be just below this bend. You need this remaining space to allow you to perfectly texture your milk. So if you add your milk into your jug and the jug is almost full, that means the jug you're using is very small and it's going to prevent you to perfectly steam your milk. And if you're having a very big jug and when you add your milk it's just down, that's also going to be a challenge. You need to find the jug which is in right proportion in size with your cup. So when you add the milk, it should be just below this bend here. You also need a well extracted shot of espresso with a good amount of creamer to create the canvas for your latte art. Now let's start steaming our milk. First thing, you'll need to open your steam and wait until the steam starts coming out. You'll see a bit of water coming out at first. The moment it becomes steam, you're going to give it around 12 seconds until the steam is clear like this. You leave it to run until all the water is removed from your steam one. Now you bring your steam one out, attach the spal on the steam one for support, then aim for the center of your jug. The steam one should just sit on the surface of the milk. Slightly tilt it, and now we'll just open our steam. Hold your jug in the same position and wait until the steam pressure builds up enough. That's when you start adding in air. So I'll just wait. The moment you see like the milk is starting to move, then you can lower it a little bit down just slightly to add in air into your milk. That sound you hear, I'm adding in air. You can add in air for 10 seconds roughly. Then after the 10 seconds, you lift up your jug. Now we are going to be texturing our milk. You can hold the base of your jug. When it becomes too hot, that means it has reached the ideal temperature. And now you stop the steam. Then slowly remove your jug from the steam wand. Then you're going to need to wipe your steam wand with a wet cloth. You need to always keep your steam wand clean. Then open the steam to remove the milk that has entered into your steam wand. Wipe it again and keep it back. This is how you keep your steam wand clean. Now you can check the temperature to see if you're in the ideal range. It should be between 55 to 65. Maximum is 70. Past 70, you're going to end up spoiling your texture and having big bubbles, which will prevent you from making good latte art. Now that we have our well textured milk, in case you have a bit more foam, you can just pour a little bit in a cup. Then you end up with the right amount of foam. If you have big bubbles, you tap down to break off the bubbles. Swirl with a lot of energy so that you can see the milk mixing up very well. And now it's time to pour our latte art. Tilt your cup to bring your espresso out. From high, I'll start mixing in my milk. 3/4 of the cup, I lower down the jug. And I push 1, 2. You push until you make this amazing tulip latte art on your cup of coffee. So this is a tulip latte art that I have been able to make. It's not a basic latte art for beginner, but I have made it just to show you that you can make a good latte art on your cup of coffee if you're able to perfectly steam your milk. It doesn't matter which espresso machine you're using, you just need to have the right technique, know how each and everything works on your espresso machine, and you'll be able to end up with a good milk texture just like this. And this is when you're going to start to see improvement and growth of your latte art. But one very important thing that I would like you to take from this video, however simple this milk steaming technique looks, I don't guarantee that you're going to perfectly master it in just one try. You will need to practice it. Follow the steps each and every time. Make sure to memorize it so that you can be able to implement it. The moment you'll get it right and have that perfect milk texture, you'll see how easy it is to make a good latte art on your cup of coffee. Make sure to follow the exact steps. If you have anything you didn't understand throughout this video, just leave your questions in the comment section below. I'll be answering all your questions. And if you want to know more about the coffee tools and equipment that I use, I have Amazon affiliate link in my description below. Check them out, and if you buy something using those links, it's an easy way that you can support this channel. But if you're someone who wants to know how you can make your first latte art, which is a hat, then I would recommend for you to watch this video next, so that you not only know how to make your hat, but also 2 simple ways you can practice your latte art skills so that you can make a perfect latte art on your cup of coffee.